Hi everyone, it is Anthony back here on Single and Placing. I hope everyone is doing well. Today we are cracking into a kit, aka an unboxing. So this is, as you can tell from the back of the kit here, we are working with a Diamond Art Club kit. There's a little logo down here. And this is one that's actually a replacement kit for a friend. Originally, I had purchased a custom from Paint with Diamonds for this person for Christmas. It was a custom of a dirt bike, and I thought the dirt bike was theirs, or they were like they shared the ownership of the dirt bike with some other friends. Turns out that's not the case. I misinterpreted the situation. So I had been working for almost a month on a dirt bike canvas for a friend who didn't even own said dirt bike. So I'm glad they told me, and I decided to pick up this kit instead. And to be quite honest, I might have done this regardless because the drill issues that I was having with that Paint with Diamond custom were pretty severe, and I ended up throwing that and another large custom in the trash bin, unfortunately. So I'm kind of glad that I picked this up when I did, because it's one that had been sold out for quite some time, and I saw it was restocked, so I decided to snag it. So I'm gonna move you just a touch off of the table so I'm not constantly shaking you. But let's go ahead and reveal this. I hope everyone's having an excellent week and is excited to take a look at This is Where the Fun Never Ends from Mandie Manzano. Woohoo! I know this is a very popular kit that I believe has been worked on and worked up and revealed and finished a number of times over the past couple of years. I think it's been at least a couple of years, maybe a couple of years since it came out, but it is fan art from Mandie Manzano, super popular artist with Diamond Art Club, and it is specific to the show Adventure Time. So it's kind of fan art that she did for that TV show. So my buddy who I was doing that custom canvas for really likes really likes Adventure Time, and he kind of knows all the lore and all the backstories, and he'll look on Reddit and be like, oh, did you know that this character, this, and this? And well, I have seen it quite a bit just watching it with him. I'm not as much of like a fan or like fanatic about it as he is. So when I saw this come back in stock, I picked it up, and this was after kind of bailing on that dirt bike canvas. So I thought this would be a nice substitute. I knew, since this is Diamond Art Club, I wouldn't have to worry about quality, that type of thing. And since it's a round kit, so you can tell here that this is a round. Oh, and as far as sizes, we're looking at 51 by 137. So it's kind of a shorter but really long. It's a pretty large canvas at the end of the day. And we're working with those round diamonds. So yeah, I just thought that this would be a nice alternative. It's something that, because it's round, I might be able to work up a little bit faster than if it was square. That dirt bike canvas was square. So let me go ahead and unbox this. So I just thought it would be a nice alternative that was a little bit more reasonable, and quality-wise, I'd be doing well with it. So yeah. Okay, sorry about that. I got a notification that kind of blurred out the screen, so I couldn't really tell if I was centered or not, so we had to take a quick pause so I could get that reset. So, okay, so here we are back with Where the Fun Never Ends by Mandie Manzano. Round drill canvas, 51 by 137. So this is almost kind of like a panel piece, essentially. So what you're going to get inside your kit, and you get this with all Diamond Art Club kits, is you're going to get a little sticker here that you can utilize to put, oh, there you go, a little sticker here that you can utilize to put on the side of your box so you can see it better depending on how you store it. Once I start working this up, or once I complete it, I've actually started sticking them on the inside and outside of my little storage container drawer system, just as a little memento of the ones that I have completed. So there's that. You're also going to get a toolkit. Diamond Art Club has a newer toolkit, or an updated toolkit that is a little bit more different and has some different things. So it really is hit or miss still at this point, depending on what you'll receive. So yeah, with the toolkit, it really just depends on the kit and how they're throwing these toolkits in their individual canvases or their particular canvases. So I think still at this point, it's hard to say whether or not you will get a newer one or an older one, but regardless, you're gonna have all your basics in here. So let's take a look at it real quick. The only difference is with the newer ones is that you're gonna get a slightly different diamond painting tray. You'll also get a roll of washi tape and a cover minder is like the main differences. So, but yeah, you get everything you need in here. Let's go ahead and unload this. Da-da. Okay, cool. I think I got everything out of there. Okay, so first things first, we have got a bag or some baggies. So you can use these to store your drills or your diamonds in when you're not utilizing them. So it makes it a good option for storage. So you've got those here. We've also got a diamond painting tray. This is just a tray, really simple tray that you're gonna put your diamonds in or pour your diamonds into, and then you utilize your diamond painting pen to select and place your diamonds onto the canvas. So we'll talk about the pen next, and I can kind of show you the action. So you'll have your diamonds in here, or your drills in here. You'll snag one and place it on the canvas. You can do them one at a time, or Diamond Art Club is going to provide you with what's called a multi-placer. I believe this is a 4-placer. So this will allow you to place 4 drills or diamonds at a time. So once again, boom, boom. Really nice if you have a canvas that has a lot of color blocking, which is essentially a section of all the same color. You can move through those a little bit faster using a multi-placer. So there's that and the pen. You're also going to get a little comfort grip. This slides right onto your diamond painting pen as such. And it just makes it a little bit more comfortable to use these styles of pens for a little bit longer. So you've got those. And then lastly, you're gonna have your heart wax or your diamond painting wax. So this actually gets applied into your diamond painting pen, and that's what creates a little bit of stickiness. So the drills will catch onto it, or your diamonds will catch onto it. So you'll remove the backing or the cover here, press down until it's fed into the tip of that pen, and then now you can diamond paint. So I know a lot of people are familiar with that process, but just in case someone was catching this for the first time because they were interested in this kit and wanted to see an unboxing, I always like to kind of take things from the very beginning just in case. So let's move our sticker aside and go ahead and open up our canvas here. This is the first time I've really done what I would consider a panel style kit or diamond painting. Everything else I've done has been pretty like your traditional sizes, be it, you know, like a 50 by 70 something, or, you know, something that's a little bit more closer to like a rectangle, or I'm sorry, like a type, I guess more of a square is what I should say. This is the first time I've done one that's more of this panel size, so I'm kind of excited about it. So inside your canvas, I just removed it from the covering there. You're gonna get this nice high quality canvas, probably my favorite canvas material that I have used. It's got this like softness, kind of this velvet finish to it, and I find that it just is a lot, it's really easy to work on, and it's poured glue, so that just means that that it's a little bit more flexible, and you can move the drills around on that sticky side a little bit easier. If you're someone that can sometimes get a little wonky with your placement like me, it's just a little bit more forgiving. So I'm gonna set that aside for now, just so we can quickly talk about what else we get in here. So we're gonna get a little instruction, step-by-step instruction booklet. It's got a discount code in there as well that you can utilize. And it's got just a lot of details, some social media info. So we'll set that aside. And then we're also gonna get our larger image here. And then we have all of our symbols and all of our colors. So these are individual stickers that you can peel and remove to place on your storage containers, or you could place them on these baggies if you so choose. You can leave them just like this if you want, just so you have a nice legend to kind of work with you. I tend to leave them on the on this sticker sheet and handwrite all of my storage container numbers. So it just depends on how you want to do it, but I tend to leave them on the sheet just so this can be floating around with me and I don't have to constantly refer to the legend that's printed on the canvas. So you have some options here to write your start and end date. Like I said, you have your larger image, round drill, 1251 by 137. So there you go, a total of 55 colors. And then you also have in this kit 2 ABs, which is an Aurora Borealis drill. Just adds some additional shimmer and sparkle. It kind of has this iridescent kind of glowy reflective finish, and we'll identify those when we crack this open. But isn't this such a fun canvas? I love kind of the rainbow colors, and you've got Jake and Finn, Princess Bubblegum, some other characters that I don't remember. I think this is Marceline down here. And we'll talk about somebody that's missing, and it's my favorite character of the show, and it's kind of, I typically only watch the episodes that he's in, so I'm bummed he's not in here, and we'll talk about maybe what I might do about it. So let's get into it. So we have our package of drills here. I'm gonna set that aside for just a moment. Let's go ahead and crack open this canvas, shall we? I'm gonna go ahead and unroll it off screen and roll it backwards so it lays a little bit more flat. Holy, oh my God. Okay, let's do this. I should probably reveal it so I can react to it in real time as I'm revealing it. I keep doing this thing where I'm like, I'm gonna roll it backwards, and then I have a moment where I do get to look at it, and always it's just like, oh my God. So, oh my gosh, I am so excited to work on this. Okay, let's go ahead and let's do it. It's not all gonna fit in frame by any means. It's big. So we're really far off the side of the table there. So what I'm gonna do is maybe let me do it this way, and I'll feed it through just so you can get a good look at the whole thing as it's being kind of fed through the camera's field of vision, and then we'll just pick a stopping point to stop it on, and that's when we'll go over the drill. So that's kind of, you can see top or side to side there, and that's kind of the bottom. So you've got Jake, Finn, I believe Marceline down here. Like I said, I don't know all of the characters. I think this might be, is that BMO down there? Maybe. He's pretty small down there. You've got Princess Bubblegum up here, and then I believe this unicorn that she's riding, is that, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that might be Jake's wife? I don't know. And then I forget what the king's name is. Maybe it's just like Ice King or something like that. But anyway, so beautiful, beautiful rendering. I think I've never owned a Mandie Manzano or done a Mandie Manzano, but I know she's really kind of known for the more cartoonish, kind of thicker black outlines, which makes a lot of sense on this canvas. And I think it's just done beautifully here. I think this really kind of shows off her style of artwork and what she's capable of doing while incorporating a lot of detail, while also keeping things kind of more blocked out, like you'd have these specific sections. So I'm shocked by the amount of, the relatively high amount of confetti. When you look at the actual image, there is some gradients in the reds, the yellows and greens and stuff, and there is some transition. But the way they've charted this, there's just a ton of transition back and forth between colors. Even in these like stripes here, you'd think that would traditionally be one color, but because it's kind of a stained glass effect where you can see the image in the background and the rainbow in the foreground, you can still kind of see the outline of these mountain peaks through the rainbow. So they have to, they've charted it to make that transition of color, because it's gonna make that look a little bit darker or lighter depending on where that rainbow lands. The amount of work that looks like it's gone into charting this to make it really pop and stand out and reflect the original artwork is kind of shocking. This is a lot of time and effort that Diamond Art Club and their rendering artists have done to make this really special. I'm over the moon. This is like, I hate to be, not I hate to be, but I was worried that I would turn into someone that really, like, you know, some people say it's Diamond Art Club or nothing, and I don't necessarily believe that. I've had a lot of good luck with a lot of different kits and companies, but when you see something like this, where just the amount of work and time that's gone into it, and you can tell the people that do these renderings must have a passion for it, because this isn't just a, yeah, looks good. You know, if the computer did a good enough job, off we go. Someone's looked this over and created the highlighting in her hair and her headpiece, and like each drill is, there's just intention behind each of it, and I really appreciate that work. Diamond Art Club, this might be, I mean, I've unboxed a number of Diamond Art Club pieces that I haven't started working on yet, and Sakura Festival was excellent, but I think this really does exemplify the difference in rendering quality that you're gonna get with a company like Diamond Art Club versus some others that just kind of let the computer do it and no human eyes have gotten a chance to say, wait a minute, you know? So beautiful, gorgeous, so happy. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's talk about the drills. I'm gonna go ahead and crack this open. I'm gonna go ahead and stop you. That way you don't have to listen to the crinkling, and then I don't have to scrub and try to figure out where I started and stopped the crinkling. So I'm gonna stop the video, and then when we come back, everything will be laid out so we can talk about drill quality, colors, and figure out where some of these ABs go. All right, bye. Okay, we are back with all 55 colors laid out in front of us. This is such a rainbow and cornucopia of colors, probably the most variety from a color standpoint that I've seen in a Diamond Art Club canvas that I've unboxed or worked on. There's really every different shade or category of colors that you can find. This is, for only 55, this feels like a really wide range of what DMC colors have to offer, which is really cool. So we're just going to kind of start at the top here and work our way down. As I identify the ABs, I'm going to go ahead and use my little scissors, snip those out. We'll clear the drills off of the canvas, and we'll see where we can find some of those ABs, at least in the viewing area that you see here. I'm not going to constantly be swooping the canvas back and forth to find them. I just want to give you a rough idea of where you might see some highlighting in this canvas. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm getting too trigger happy with those scissors. We've got 3811 and then 2 bags of 743. And keep in mind, once again, round drill canvas. We have 3865, which is kind of that off-white, 4 bags of that, 782, 907, 2 bags of 728, 3814, 783, 775, and 3881. Those are pretty close. This one's just slightly more on the bluish tinge, I suppose. 3818, 986, 992, 996, 823, and just a little bag of 550 there, that royal purple. Awesome. Here comes our friend 310. I think Mandie Manzanos are known for having a decent amount of 310 because it really is utilized to outline and define the majority of the canvas. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bags of 310, and then a little straggler of 783 there. Oh, that's a lot of 310, but I'm ready for it. 321, 780, 606, 796, 124, our first AB, and that is kind of that bubblegum pink. Oh, I'm so curious to know where that goes. I'm looking over at Princess Bubblegum's hair right now, is where I'm looking, and we'll see. We'll see what we end up with. Okay, so we've done those. Let's keep going. 820, 947, ooh, I really like that orange. 995, 3846, 603, 602, 3819. I don't know what it is about this color. I think because my square drills from Soul of the Rose from Distracted by Diamonds, I had this color in that, and they were like a little bit tabby. This one color was just a little bit tabby for me and a little bit more trash prone. So every time I see it now, I'm like, oh. 905, 3608, 954. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen that color before. I love that. And then 471, kind of almost mossy, kind of a mossy green. Okay, here we go, starting right off with our second AB 134, kind of a kiwi, I want to say kiwi kind of color. So let's go ahead and pop that off. And we've got 744, 2 bags of that, and 993. Ooh, I really like these. There's a lot of these kind of minty bluish colors in this. I really like them. I think it's from the mountains. 519, 3843, 208, 912, 3837, 3705, 327, 3823, 815, 601, 740, 333, 963. I always feel like a bingo announcer. 600, 898, 917, 3607. We're getting to some little handfuls. 3706, 414, and just a teensy amount of 415. Another thing that I've noticed with Diamond Art Club is I've noticed that they really do those little small handfuls, just enough to create the right effect. And once again, that's that kind of attention to detail that is just so cool. So let's go ahead and set these drills aside. I'm just flopping those over there. Okay, so let's take a look. So we've got 124 and 134. So this pink and this green. The 124 is our number 1. We're gonna find that all in Princess Bubblegum's hair, kind of outlined here in the unicorn. And I'm so sorry, I don't know the exact names of all these characters. Like I said, I'm a casual watcher, and I'll tell you about who's missing that I need to see here as soon as I'm done going over this. So we've got a bunch right here in the unicorn's nose. We've got some kind of up here in this little area, just kind of, nope, not really scattered throughout here either. So they're all kind of focused up there. I'm just taking a little peek-see-poo down here at the bottom. Actually, I will fold this up just so we can take a look. So I don't know what this is. Someone tell me, but this character has some here as well. So that's kind of where they look like they're living. We'll set those aside. And then for this green, which is going to be our number 2 symbol, we're going to see a whole lot of that up here in this area, if you can see that. Some detailing just over here above the king's head. And then it looks like we've got some scattered quite liberally throughout our green in the rainbow. So it's kind of just touching a little bit here. It's in Finn's backpack as well. And once again, down here in the rainbow. And then just highlighting here a little bit in this kind of meadowy, hilly area. So I'm sorry about Apollo's doing his little dream whines. Oh my God, can you hear it? Oh, he's so cute. Now I don't want to wake him up. Okay, so that's where we have that second AB. Okay, let me tell you about what I don't know. This might be biting off more than I can chew. And I don't know how it'll look because this is rounds, but here was my thought. And maybe I won't do it, maybe I will. Okay, so there's a character here that's missing that I really was hoping to see, and it's my favorite character in the show, as far as what I've watched. So I'm gonna readjust this because we're gonna be talking about, let me go ahead, let me see if I can just drop this down behind the table. Oh my gosh, this thing is longer than long. Okay, yes, beautiful. Okay, here's the problem. I don't see Peppermint Butler on this canvas, and he is by far my favorite character of the entire show, of what I've seen, and I've intentionally sought out the episodes where Peppermint Butler is in there, or is in the episode, because sometimes he's not in all of them, or very limited. But there's one called it's got another character called Peacemaster in it, and it's one of the episodes where we discover that Peppermint Butler is into the dark arts, and he's got this kind of evil side to him, or at least it's one of the ones that I've seen where they kind of focus on that. And I just find it so hilarious, and I fell in love with that character. And I was bummed that I did not see Pep Butt in this artwork. So, and for those of you that are not fans of the show are probably like, oh my God, enough. So here's what I thought I would do. I thought I would find an image of Peppermint Butler and then kind of do my best to recreate it in diamond painting form somewhere along here, or maybe just have him kind of floating in the middle right here. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to mimic the similar style with the thicker blacks, or because it's round, that background color is going to show through and that might throw it off. But I thought it would be pretty easy to do like a relatively small, like maybe the size of this, maybe a little bit smaller, and just do the black outline, do the peppermint stripes, a couple little eyes. Like, he's not a super detailed character, and then his little blue pants and little legs sticking down here. But I don't want to do it and then realize like, ooh, I really threw off the vibe of the canvas. And also, like I said, having all the white poke through might really kind of make it look a little bit more jarring. So maybe that is just wishful thinking, but when I first saw this image, I was like, where's Pet Butt? Where is he? And I didn't see him. And so I was kind of bummed about that. But then I found, I forget which website I was on. There is a diamond painting site, I don't remember who it is, had some like really crazy Peppermint Butler images, like fan images in diamond painting form. And there was like an evil, like his eyes were all bloodshot, like really crazy looking Peppermint Butler. And I don't know if I want that. I kind of like cutesy Peppermint Butler. So I don't know. But regardless, this is a stunning canvas. It is just, like I said, I get why people love Mandie Manzano. And I haven't necessarily been like all over her artwork as far as like loving every style. I'm not a like princess or like Disney person. So I haven't really like fallen in love with her style necessarily. But this really, I think, not only is right up my alley because I really like the subject matter and I think the use of colors here is incredible, but I think this is kind of a keystone image of what Diamond Art Club and Mandie Manzano can kind of do together. This is just so cool. So I think I'm going to jump into this. I am currently working on the Captain from Diamond Art Club. It's another round, very, very big into the color blocking, and it's something that I've just been working on as my second kit, or my second whip, aside from the Red Gate of Hongo and Snow, which is my Summer with the Masters kit that I'm doing for July. So I'm alternating between those two kits, and I don't like to have any more than two going at any one time. So I'm going to try to put a little bit more focus on the Captain because I think I can crank through that in about a week or so, just because it's tons of color blocking. Check out that unboxing if you haven't seen it already. But my intention is to get cranking on this ASAP and have it as my second whip, coinciding with any other event kits that I'm doing or anything like that, because I'd like to have it done by Christmas for my buddy and give this to him as a Christmas gift. So I want to get this going ideally by the end of the month is my goal. And I told myself over and over again that I'm going to try to take a step back from goal setting with diamond painting because I have a lot going on, but I do want to start getting this underway so we can present it to Joe as a Christmas gift. I would love to do a video of his reaction when he sees this, because I showed him the image, and he was like, "Oh wow, that is really cool," and I was like, "Yeah, it's pretty awesome," but I did not describe the size and the artist and the like all the things about the rendering. I don't think he has any idea just how show-stopping this kit's gonna be, or this canvas is gonna be. Oh, I can't wait. I may even have to frame it for him. I think I might even have to frame it. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. Once again, quick recap, Where the Fun Never Ends. This is by Mandie Manzano, and it is her Adventure Time fan art that was done for Diamond Art Club. This is a round drill canvas, 51 by 137 centimeters, 55 colors with including 2 ABs, and it's perfect. It's beautiful, and I cannot wait. Even without the drills, I'm like, geez, I could just hand this to him, and he'd be like, whoa. So let's get some drills on it. I can't wait. I can't wait. This is going to be featured in a number of Whip and Chats, so you'll get to come along with me. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns, if you've worked on this canvas yourself, and if you have any tips or tricks for me. I am thinking that some of this is going to be a little bit more confetti heavy, so it's going to be potentially a slow moving project, but I really am looking forward to it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this content with people that you think might take some value out of it. And as always, happy placing. I'm so happy to be here, so happy to have the support. the channel and I just kind of cruised by 100 subscribers, which is really impressive for me. I can't believe that I don't know. It's just, I feel good being in this community, and it's just such a joy to open and share canvases like this one. So thanks again. Happy placing. We'll see you next time. Bye.